also called mid area. Okay. So, mind is the first part you have to finish. like Jump layers. Finish it first. Symmetry, coelom, level of organization, done. Okay. So what will be the number of jump layers? Hmm. Diploblastic, symmetry, hmm. Radial symmetry, coelom, hmm. Acoelomates, level of organization, hmm. Tissue level. So these are the things which we have already discussed in the general characteristics. Yeah, apart from this, just write the habitat. The first one, habitat. The first thing, all are aquatic only. There are no terrestrial forms in this. Completely aquatic. Right. And in this, mostly marine forms, there are few, very few freshwater forms. Very few which are freshwater forms. Otherwise, mostly they are marine forms. Next, sessile or free swimming. Both forms are present. See, sessile means what? Attached to the substratum. Which means they will not move. Earlier also we have seen this thing. So sessile is attached to the substratum, or there are free swimming forms too. Right. Next, diastute act is incomplete, right? So they don't have the complete diastute act. For example, if you see the hydra, this is how the body will be. These are tentacles, as you know. right? On the top of it, there will be one opening, which is considered as a mouth, oral cavity. But if you see, the digestive tract is incomplete. It is not complete. It is incomplete. That's what it is. So it is incomplete digestive tract. And this elevated structure on which this mouth is present, oral cavity or mouth is present here. This elevated structure is what we call hypostome. Hypostome. What is meant by hypo? Hypo means what? Low, right? So here the meaning is below. Stoma is mouth. So below the mouth is what the meaning of this hypostome is. Right. Next, coming to the digestion, it is both extracellular as well as intracellular. And intracellular. Both kind of digestions can be seen. Right. And the cavity which is present here, this cavity, is what we call coelenteron. Coelenteron, uh, which acts like the gastrointestinal cavity. Gastrovascular cavity. Gastrovascular cavity. So what is meant by that? Gastro, digestive, vascular, transport. So it is helping in the digestion as well as in the transport. That's why the name gastrovascular cavity, which is coelenteron is. That's why the name coelenterata. This particular name coelenterata is because of this presence of coelenteron only. Right. Next, this another very important feature that these animals have is nidoblast. So when you see the body cavity, that is the body surface, as well as the tentacles, there are nidoblasts, also called nidocytes. Right. These nidoblasts or nidocytes will process stinging cells, stinging capsules, which are called nematocytes. Right, or stinging capsules. And the figure is given in the textbook. Once you open the textbook, figure 4.7. Only the question that will be asked is will be asked to identify them. So what those cells are. What is given there is nidoblasts or nidocytes. So where are they present? They are present on tentacles and the body surface. The complete body is covered with these tentacles or body or I mean tentacles as well as body surface is covered with the nidoblasts. So coming to the function of these nidoblasts is, see, they are helping in the capturing of prey. Very important function, capture prey. So they help in capturing of prey. for capturing the food. They'll be helping in the defense, right? And also helps in anchorage functions. So basically, they are protective in nature, defense, and also they'll help in the anchorage. Right. So this is about digestive tract, which is anyhow incomplete digestive tract, which is also called this coelenteron. Apart from that, this nidoblasts are also helping in the capturing of prey. Right. The next one. Right. The next one. Here, there is no well-developed skeletal system, but if you see the skeleton inside this, it is made up of calcium carbonate, particularly where in the case of corals, you can find this thing. In the corals, it is calcium carbonate made. So in the coral, there is calcium carbonate made skeleton, endoskeleton. Next, body forms. As you see, the hydra consists of a body which is cylindrical, attached to the substratum. Right, this is how the body will be, which is attached to the substratum. This is one possible form, which is called polyp form. This form is what we call polyp form. The animals like, sorry, the animals like Aurelia, Aurelia is jellyfish, they have free swimming forms. They'll be having a shape like this. This is the other possible form. One is this attached form attached to the substratum, like you can see in the hydra, polyform, and the free swimming form, which is medusa. Right. This one example for this thing is Adamsia. Adamsia is the example for this, which is sea anemones. Whereas medusa, you can see in jellyfish, that is Aurelia. Right. So the difference between these two is, so in the case of polyp, it is sessile form. And this polyp will not move. This is sessile. Whereas the medusa is free swimming form. And this is one important difference. A shape you can see clearly, sessile, that is polyp is having the cylindrical shape, whereas medusa is having this umbrella shaped. Right. And also, when you see these two forms, polyp will form medusa through asexual reproduction, whereas medusa will form polyp through sexual reproduction. Understood? So there are some animals where these two stages are present. So when these two stages are present, polyp will convert into medusa, medusa will convert into polyp. I mean, will form the polyp and medusa through these reproductions. This kind of uh, alternation of generation is what we call metagenesis. This you can see in the case of Obelia. Obelia is the one where you can see this metagenesis, where polyp is converting into medusa, medusa converts into polyp. But how it converts is important. Polyp will convert into medusa through asexual reproduction, whereas medusa is having the sexual reproduction. That's the differences. Right. So write these differences between these two, and you'll be asked to identify which one is polyp, which one is medusa forms. Those who have finished, copy those examples. These two examples: Adamsia, Aurelia, Hydra, are three animals we have already discussed. Obelia, four. Apart from that, Physalia, Pennatula, Gorgonia, Meandrina. Write those additional examples. So in this, apart from this, figure-based questions, anyhow, only the figures of Aurelia and Adamsia are given. In the textbook, only Aurelia and Adamsia, these two figures only given. So just see the figures. Right. The next one, a small phylum, Ctenophora. Right. Now, by the way, just see this. Now, why this group is called Nidaria? Tarun, Tarun. Yes, man. Why this group is called Nidaria? What is the function of them? What is the function of glioblast, man? See your notes and answer. Right. Okay, the next one, Tinophora. Now we'll see what is the why that name has come. So basically, in this, the common name is Comb jellies. Comb jellies, also called sea walnuts. Sea walnuts is what the common name of this group is. See, whatever we have written here, which one related to Coelenterata, germ layers, symmetry, coelom, level of organization, all these are same for Ctenophora also. There is no change at all. Okay, so coming to the exclusive features of this group, these are exclusively marine. Exclusively marine. There are no freshwater forms. All are marine forms only. Exclusively marine. Right. Next, the body consists of, see the body, their body consists of 8 rows of cilia. One, two, three, four, five, six, eight. Now totally like this 8 rows of, if you see only this is how the row will be from end to end. This one consists of cilia. These are cilia. So the body consists of totally 8 comb plates or ciliated comb plates. Now as it appear like the comb, now the comb which we use for combing the hair, no? So they appear like the comb, that's why the name comb jellies. See the name. COMB comb jellies because of the presence of these 8 rows. Right? CTENEO. Tino means comb. CTENO Tino means comb. So because of these 8 comb plates only, they've got the name. Right. Next important property, they have bioluminescence. They have bioluminescence. I hope you know this term, bioluminescence. So this is one of the important feature, characteristic feature of this group is. Right. Next one. They're hermaphrodites. Which means unisexual or bisexual? Bisexual. What do you call the other name for the hermaphrodite? Any other name for the hermaphrodite? Bisexual or any other name? Monoecious or dioecious? Mm. Monoecious. Only sexual reproduction. Now, there is no asexual reproduction as you can see in the Coelenterata. Here they have only sexual reproduction, no asexual reproduction. Next, external fertilization. External fertilization, indirect development. Okay, so write the examples. And also only one figure is given which is for pleurobrachia. The figure which you see in the textbook is pleurobrachia. Right, the other example is tenoplanum. These are the two examples mentioned. Next one, platyhelminthes. So what do you see for the first time in this phylum? So for the first time you can see organ level of organization. Very good. Then there for the first time triploblastic. Anything else? Bilateral symmetry. Very good. Okay, that's fine. Is there coelom? So they are still coelomates only. The other thing is things are same only, but for the first time you can see organ level of organization, diploblastic symmetry, and sorry, diploblastic development and bilateral symmetry. There are some new developments that you can see. Next, body is dorso-ventrally flattened. Body is dorso-ventrally flattened. So from dorsal to ventral side, the body is flat. That's why the name flatworms. Right, now where PLATY, platy is flat, right? Helminthes. Helminthes refers to worms. So flatworms name is because of dorso-ventrally body, dorso-ventrally flattened body. Next, mostly endoparasites. Mostly endoparasites. Right. See, this is something you'll study in ecology once again. Usually, the parasitic forms have these hooks and suckers. Hooks and suckers are present in the body. Where in the parasitic forms you can find this thing. Right. Next. Uh, digestive tract is incomplete or complete? Digestive tract. Okay. Write it. Incomplete digestive tract. Next. In the excretory system, what are those specialized cells involved in that? Mm, Flame cells. Right. Also called, okay, solenocytes, which are a kind of protonephridia. Protonephridia. Next, hermaphrodites, internal fertilization, indirect development. Indirect development. And here there are many larval stages, not just one, there are many larval stages. So normally there will be one larval stage only, but here you can see many larval stages in the life cycle. Right. And finally, examples. Very important examples, tinea, which is a parasite in human intestine, which is tapeworm. It is a parasite in human intestine. Next, fasciola, which is liver fluke. Liver fluke. Uh, in general, in mammals. So damages means will be parasite in the liver in the mammals. Next, planaria. It is actually free living form only. It is not a parasite. It has high regeneration capacity. This is what the unique feature of this group. I mean, this particular animal, planaria, high regeneration capacity. Right, and the next one, ask helminthes. Ask helminthes, which is also called nemat helminthes. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Even this, some Eurocardids also have that. Yes. Right. The next one, ask helminthes. Yes. What do you see for the first time here? Okay, good. Next, acylomates. Uh, pseudo coelomates. Uh, good. Bilateral symmetry already developed, no? First time what developed here? Hmm. Complete digestive tract. Okay, so these are some new changes that happened in this group. Very importantly, organ system levels developed and also coelom developed. But of course, it is false coelom. Other things already we have seen earlier. Now coming to the other characteristics. Here, ASC ask is like a sac, right? Nemat is something like a round. So as we know, the animal will be having a body like this, a sac like roundworms basically. So the common name of this group is roundworms. The earlier group was flatworms. This one is a roundworms. Yes. Next, coming to the other characteristics, you can find free living forms as well as parasitic forms. There are free living forms which can be aquatic or terrestrial. Next, there are parasitic forms also. Next, one feature that developed here is muscular pharynx. Muscular pharynx. So the alimentary canal digestive tract consists of muscular pharynx. Next, coming to the excretion, there is one excretory tube. There is one excretory tube. So directly it will remove the excretory waste through some excretory pore. So there is one excretory tube that opens into excretory pore. So directly there will be elimination of this thing from the body cavity. And then sexual dimorphism can be seen. Sexual dimorphism can be seen in this group. That is, there are male and female can be distinguished. They are morphologically distinct. Okay, so just open NCRT once in that. One zero four. Right. So you can clearly see that the male and female can be distinguished here morphologically, where the first one, male is smaller, whereas the female is larger. So size of male and female are different. And also there is one hook. You can see that there is a small hook here, where in the case of male, you can see this thing on the anal side. Anal hook is what we call. So that is also one characteristic feature. So anyhow, in the textbook, what is given is females are larger than the males is what the distinguishing feature is. Apart from that, there is one hook, a small hook you can see at the end. Right. Next, apart from this, internal fertilization, direct or indirect development. Right, write the examples. Right, when that the first one, ask her is, what does it cause? Ascariasis in human. It is actually parasite, intestinal parasite in human. So it causes ascariasis in human. Next, Wuchereria. Wuchereria. This one causes filaria, also called elephant's foot in human. The next one is ancylostoma, which is hookworm. We will come across these two in 12th syllabus. Done, finished? Right. Coming to this group, here, annuli means rings. Annulus is ring, annuli is rings. Why this is called annuli or uh, the name rings here means the body is having the segmented body, right? For example, if you see the earthworm, the body is segmented. So it appears like the rings. Earthworm, for example, or nereis, you can see the body is like segmented body. So it appears like the rings. There are many rings attached to each other. That's why the name annelida. Right. Apart from this, the same thing, level of organization, already organ system, bilateral symmetry, diploblastic, all these are there. But one additional feature here is metameric segmentation is something you can see which you don't find in the earlier groups. Right. In addition to that, other general characteristics include mostly they're free living forms only. Oh, these are free living forms only. Right. And in this, they can be aquatic. In aquatic, they can be freshwater or marine water, right? Or even terrestrial forms are present. Right. Parasitic forms are rare, but sometimes parasitic. Sometimes they are parasitic. Otherwise, they are free living only. Right. Next. There is something new that evolved in this, that is, body is having both longitudinal as well as the circular muscles. Longitudinal and circular muscles. So both longitudinal as well as circular muscles are present in the body. Of course, all these muscles will help in the locomotion only. Now what is meant by this longitudinal and circular muscles is, when you see the body, this is how the body is. As you know, this is the longitudinal section. This is the longitudinal axis. There are some muscles which are arranged in this orientation. These are longitudinal muscles. There are some muscles arranged in this way. These are circular muscles. So how they are oriented with the longitudinal axis of the body, we have two different types of muscles. Longitudinal muscles and the circular muscles. Right. Next, parapodia is one feature which you can see in the aquatic forms. So you don't find them anywhere else. They can be found only in the aquatic form. So for example, if you see NCRT figure only, Nereis. This one is Nereis, the first one which is shown. These are the parapodia. So parapodia are present only in the aquatic forms, not in the terrestrial forms. Keep in mind, only in the aquatic forms, which will help in the swimming, of course. Right. Next one. A closed circulatory system. So here there is one well-developed circulatory system. And also keep in mind, for the first time you can see what here? Coelom, right? True coelom developed here. So true coelom is there, and also circulatory system is well developed, and it is closed circulatory system. Next, coming to the excretory system. Nephridia. You can see nephridia in the osmoregulation and excretion. Next, coming to the neural system. There are paired ganglia, connected by lateral nerves. To double ventral nerve cord. Now see, this is something which you need to see overall in all the invertebrates. Now, blindly remember, in all the invertebrates, nerve cord is ventral. As we know, this is the dorsal side of the body, this is the ventral side of the body. The nerve cord is ventral, and also it is double. So you can see paired ganglia connected, right? And you can see double ventral nerve cord like this. But in the case of chordata, in the vertebrata, we are going to see single dorsal nerve cord. So in the comparison, once again I'll discuss, but just keep in mind this is uh, something you'll see in other invertebrates also. Double ventral nerve cord, and it is solid. Right. Whereas in the case of vertebrata, in chordata, you will see hollow one. Is it clear? Right. Now next, coming to the reproductive system, there are monoecious as well as dioecious animals. Dioecious examples, nereis, whereas monoecious, earthworm, leech. Both are monoecious only. So other things are not mentioned here, but there is indirect development only, right? Internal fertilization. Fertilization is internal in general. And the next one is examples. Write the examples. Next, coming to the body, it is divided into head, uh, muscular foot, and hump, which is visceral hump. Right. Only thing is here. Just for understanding, I'm just giving you the diagrammatic representation of its body. The important structures, if you see, first of all, the body is having one calcareous shell. Body is covered with the calcareous shell. So, in addition to that, you can see head. This part is head. All this is visceral hump, right? And there is one muscular foot. These are the three body parts that you have written: head, visceral hump, and foot, muscular foot. Right. See, apart from this, in the mouth region, this is the mouth. In the mouth region, there is a specialized structure called radula, where in the mouth. It's like a rasping organ. It will be helping in crushing the food and all. Next, just below the shell, that is on the top of the body here, there is a muscular fold of skin called mantle. The upper side, of dorsal side of the body is having a fold, which is called mantle. Below the mantle, this cavity is what we call mantle cavity. Mantle cavity. Inside the mantle cavity, there is one special structure developed. Right. This is how the special structure is developed, which are gills. Gills. Gills are present in the mantle cavity. Manda, so this is how the body overall development will be. So three different parts: head, visceral hump, muscular foot. In the mouth, there is a special structure called radula, which is rasping organ. In the mantle cavity, there is gill. There are gills present inside this. This is how the body will be. So that's what the description given in the book. So just see that. A soft spongy layer of skin uh, forms mantle. This one, which is a spongy layer of skin, which is mantle is. Below that, there is mantle cavity, inside which there are gills. Right. And the function of these gills is they'll help in the excretion, obviously. Right. And also respiration. So there will be exchange of gases, exchange of waste materials. Both will be taking place through these gills only. So gills help in both in this. Right. Apart from this, there are sensory tentacles. In the head region, there are tentacles. As you can see, for example, in the snails, the tentacles will be present. Okay. So write this. Apart from this, the important features, these are dioecious, that is unisexual, oviparous, and development is indirect. These are the other features. Okay, better draw this thing just for idea how this animal is. If you have any questions, you can just ask. If you want, you can add this dies to tract also in bit inside. It's like just open like this. Also add the examples. Once finished, add the examples. Finished? Okay. So then we'll stop here. Tomorrow you have class test up to this only on examples. Examples, scientific names as well as common names. Prepare only examples tomorrow, right? Okay. If finished and no questions, we'll just stop here. As I said, you just come prepared for the test tomorrow. Right? Many other doubts? Yes, ma'am. What is that? 129. Ah, yes, I checked it. But there is no other possibility, right? So it is just forearm region. There are two bones. That should be ulna, but radius is given. Okay, it's fine. Second option, you just change D to ulna. Then all remaining are correct only. No clavicle, scapula, humerus under ulna. But you can't interchange like that. No, so it's clearly labeled, right? Which one? B is labeled at the scapula part. No, no. What I am saying, D is actually given in the forearm part. So in the forearm part, either radula or ulna. Sorry, radius or ulna. So instead of ulna, radius is given. Forearm part. Okay, but it should be ulna. To muscle, but exceptional muscle is muscle of heart, which is fast acting but no lactic acid formed. What is the answer given? Uh, so it is fast acting, but yes. A question is about fast acting muscle, right? Very fast acting muscle. Iris and pupil is not fast acting one. It's very slow one. No. The question is generally formed in very fast acting muscles. Okay. But exceptional muscle means what? It is fast acting one, but lactic acid is not produced. Is what the meaning of the question, right? So that's why answer is C. Hmm.